Hi, Lucas.
Hello, Ansan.
Um, it seems that recently in Brazil, there have been some claims related to bulk carriage that are worth the attention of ship owners and clubs. Can you tell us what's going on?
I will be happy to. Indeed, Brazil is a friendly jurisdiction for cargo owners, applying its own domestic laws and falling out of the main international conventions that regulate international carriage of goods. Nonetheless, there are always some relevant defense arguments that can be raised by owners and carriers to dispute a judicial claim. In the last couple of years, there has been an unusual increase in the number of court cases related to shortage of bulk cargo in Brazil, which has caught our attention. Some few importers of bulk cargo decided to start filing indemnity claims against carriers seeking compensation for alleged cargo shortage on very low percentages. In some cases, we are talking about less than 0.01% of alleged shortage. This means that there are cases where the claim amount may vary from a couple $1,000s to hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the total number of claims that has already been filed surpassed 150 proceedings so far. In most cases, the foreign owner is summoned in Brazil through their local maritime agent, and we have seen cases where no defense was presented, what represents a great risk. There have been cases where the summoning was not properly served, was not informed to the foreign owner, and there might have been cases where the foreign ship owner, sometimes without a regular call in Brazilian ports, may opt for not putting the efforts to defend a $2,000 claim, for instance. But a great risk lies in not submitting a defense. Although one case may be low in terms of value, it will create a negative precedent decision against carriers that can compromise other ongoing cases. Also, a court decision that is not paid may lead to the risk of the vessel being arrested in a future call. Having said all this, I am happy to say that there is light in the end of the tunnel, and there are some interesting defense arguments that can be helpful for carriers to challenge these claims. Disputing the alleged shortage, the weighting measurements either by shore scale or draft survey, invoking an argument of natural shortage given the very low percentages, and even procedural arguments such as the lack of protest for damages after the discharge and the lack of jurisdiction of the Brazilian courts given the jurisdiction clause inserted in the bill of lading would all be valid and acceptable in Brazil. From the cases that we were able to defend the carrier so far, it is interesting to note that 100% of the decisions that have been rendered were favorable to the defense. This shows that it is worth to challenge the claims, and the more the cases are disputed, the better are the chances of preventing claimants from bringing future ungrounded claims.
Thank you very much for this. Bye, Lucas.
Bye-bye.